Hi Cancer, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Cancerians, welcome to your 2021-22 horoscope. We have another set of challenges this year. Yes, as if 2020 was not enough, we still have a little bit more to overcome. Let me break down the year for you. The theme for 2021 is a powerful square that is happening between Uranus and Saturn. Uranus has been transiting Taurus since the last couple of years and carries on doing so till about 2024. And we have Saturn that is transiting Capricorn. So the entire theme is about freedom as in opposition to slavery. So if I don't mean literally the word slavery, but it can be freedom of speech. It can be voicing your own ideas, following your passion. And Saturn is going to be representing everything that has to do with authority. It can be with government figures. It can be maybe more taxes that get levied. It can be more stricter banking guidelines or banking rules that come about. The entire Saturnian energy is about structure, it's about limitations, it's about discipline. And Uranus is the awakener. He brings about a lot of, besides the chaos and the unpredictability that it brings with it, Uranus also brings about a lot of innovation. It brings about freedom to be able to express ourselves. And this is something which, on a global level, all of us will see that we'll find that people are more concerned about what is the kind of food that we are consuming, where it is that it is being sourced from. We'll become more aware about reading about the finer print that is there behind the products. We'll be more careful about from where it is that we are sourcing our food, our product. This entire revolution, of course, has its own backlash from the commercialization that is there. Things which are more easily available or are cheaper and have their own side effects along with it. They can also be certain earth events that can be expected this year, whether it is in the form of tsunamis or it can be some violence or riots that are there. The entire square aspect, it intensifies from February to July, but I think the entire year the focus stays about what is it that is important to you. What does freedom mean to you? What's inhibiting you from sharing, your deepest thoughts, your voice? What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you're being resentful about? I think the entire Saturnian energy is going to be controlling and trying to bring about a lot of structure, whereas Uranus is pushing and saying that the old structure, it's a deconstruct of the old, and it wants to give way to the new. It wants to create something new. And change is something which is, I think it's forever difficult for all of us. I mean, be it organizations, be it in our lives. But change is also that something which brings about growth in us personally. It is also something which is uncomfortable. It can be painful. It is something which we can never be ready, be ready for, and even something that we would welcome with open eyes because or open arms. That's we feel at a surface level that all of us are fine the way that we are. We don't need to change. Maybe it's the other person who's causing all the friction. The truth is that our environment is our own mirror. Our relationships are our mirror. How people are behaving with us, or how we are be treating other people is a reflection of who we are. So Uranian energy is going to be forcing us to change. For you, this Uranian energy is focusing on your groups of people, people who are your tribe. So for you, an entire sifting or transformation about whom you consider your friends, who is your tribe, who are the people who have your back, could be undergoing a lot of change. For a lot of you, it's also a time wherein that you will be identifying and you will be connecting with newer sets of people, people with whom you have shared values, shared ethics, shared passions, shared career and personal goals, and you could be quite drawn to them. And these are the people that you could be wanting to connect. And in all likelihood, a lot of you could be going through a stage of, and this has started since the last 4 years and it carries on for another, sorry, last 5 years, it carries on for another 3 years, that you will be going through sifting of different sets of people. So you will be, it's almost like a, you know, experimentation of this works for me, but I'm not very sure whether this group works for me or not, or these are the kind of people I want to hang around with. So there could be a lot of trying out, there could be a lot of experimentation, there could be a lot of conversations, and also a lot of insight about yourself. Um, you also, Cancerian, over a period of time since the last 4 years specifically, may have grown, you could have changed, and no longer the things that attracted you earlier to people or things that you thought were very important in a relationship, that may not hold true for you now. So you could be looking also at unconventional friendships. You could be looking at people who are very widely read or who are from different cultures, different ethnicities, and you could be really be drawn to them. You also have Saturn that is squaring Uranus for you in your house of partner, and this is the house also of your shared resources. This is the place where you are concerned about your taxes, about your loans. It's also the house of intimacy and transformation. So, Saturn over here is trying to teach you that don't try to buy love, Cancerians. I think that is something that a lot of you need to be introspecting and looking at as to how it is that I am in my closest relationships, how it is that I am in my groups of friends. Do I try to buy people? Do I try to do them favors or get them gifts so that they like me? Do I do a power play that if I, get my partner something, buy my partner something, then I try and manipulate them emotionally? So this entire energy is around a tussle, a tug between Uranus, which is wanting freedom. It's asking you to change, with Saturn, which is limiting. It's frustrating. It's asking you to be responsible. It's asking you to have boundaries, have emotional boundaries around yourself, even as far as finances are concerned. 2021 Cancerians is a time where you need to be really focusing on your finances. You need to be looking at with whom it is that you're collaborating, what are the kind of loans that you have picked up. Maybe something needs to be closed, or something, if something has been on a mortgage, you need to be foreclosing it. Maybe some debt assets need to be put away. So all of that focus needs to be the money focus that is there could be there. In certain cases, it can also be that your partner's finances get affected during this time, and your partner is concerned about how it is that he or she starts their business again, or how it is that they can expand, or what is it that they do more. Now, we have the eclipses that are there starting from May 15th. Sorry, May 15th, we have Jupiter that is moving into your house of higher mind and consciousness and spirituality, and it's joining Neptune over here. So it's a lovely placement for Jupiter to be there. It's a time where you would want to expand your mind, you would want to learn more, you want to connect with people from all walks of life. Some of you could even take a course. You could be looking at maybe an online course, an online international course. Some of you could be going to a college. You could be maybe online, you may have started your classes right now. For some of you, it also means about deepening your spirituality. You would want to deepen your own understanding, your own learning as far as spirituality is concerned. We have a lunar eclipse on the May 29th that is there in your house of work, and it's a time maybe some of you are leaving a job, maybe a project is ending, maybe you're moving a city for the job because your home environment is your work environment. Maybe some of you are working from home. That is highly accentuated. Maybe you're shifting your home so that it's a better place from where you can work. Maybe it doesn't have that great connectivity. Some of you could be, maybe your office is shifting somewhere. So it could mean that, you're not, either you're changing city or you're not too comfortable changing it, hence you're quitting. So overall, there's almost a sense of nostalgia as far as work is concerned for you. On 29th of on June the 10th, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your house of behind the scenes. This is also the house of deep psychological issues, and it's also a place of serving. So there just seems to be a time where there's a lot of compassion that is there. There is a time where you would want to be connected with whether they are orphanages or they are homes for the aged. You would just want to be connected with charity. You would want to do your bit over there. For some of you, again, it's a time where you won't be feeling very social. You could just be wanting to um, be by yourself, and there's just a sense of unplugging from the world and just recharging your emotional battery. So a great time to be introspecting, a great time to be in silence, being with the nature, understanding exactly where it is that you want to go as far as your finances are concerned. A great time to be introspecting about, where the groups of people whom it is that you want to associate, the kind of people with whom you want to collaborate. On the 19th of November, we have a lunar eclipse that is there in your house of friendships. And then on December 4th, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your house of work. So, this entire lunar eclipse, again, the focus is around the people that you're connecting with, the networks that are there, how it is that you benefit from them, how it is that you widen your circle of friends. For a lot of you, um, it's going to be more than just sort of wanting to socialize. I think for a lot of you, you're looking at that my tribe. These are the people who think the way that I do, who are in sync with what I want to achieve in my life. So this seems to be almost like a quest this entire year, wherein that you are almost like on a hunt, on an expedition where you are going through the motions of going through different sets of people. It can also be that for some of you that your biggest fortunes or your luck or your kismet, all of that comes through a set of people, maybe through friends, people whom you connect with, through your networking, and some really good business opportunity may come from you. We have Mercury retrograde. Yes, how can we escape Mercury retrograde this year? And as usual, we'll have the regular 4 Mercury retrogrades, and they're all in air signs. So, again, you have to be watchful about the communication, the contracts, electronics that get bought this year. Be careful of keeping the receipts. Ensure that whatever communication that you're doing, that besides just making into a verbal communication, that there is a written communication over there as well. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Cancerians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.